All right. So Joe Biden picked up a very shady endorsement from the IAFF, which is, I guess, a firefighters. I think the most important firefighter union in the U.S., which is really weird because why would a firefighter union support someone like Joe Biden, right? It doesn't make any sense. Now, Bernie Sanders called out Joe Biden here. Let's check out this clip.
Biden, at his first campaign event today, was in front of firefighters union. Obviously, critical organized labor is critical support in a Democratic primary. Are you concerned that Biden can make inroads there, that Biden has a leg up there?
Well, look, I'm running against, I think, 19 other people, so I'm concerned about everybody. But I think when people take a look at my record versus Vice President Biden's record, I helped lead the fight against NAFTA. He voted for NAFTA. I helped lead the fight against PNCR with China. He voted for it. I strongly oppose the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He supported it. I voted against the war in Iraq. He voted for it. So I think what I hope, Anderson, what this campaign is about, and I got to tell you, I like Joe Biden. Joe is a friend of mine. But I think what we need to do with all of the candidates, have a issue-oriented campaign, not personal attacks, but talk about what we have done in our political lives, what we want to do as president, and how we're going to transform our economy so that it works for all of us and not just the 1%.
Okay, so that right there is Bernie Sanders calling out Joe Biden. Now, what I wanted to also look at here for you guys is their website, because so this guy Harold Shateberger, I think that's how you name it, Shate, seems like. This guy seems like a total cunt. He's, I guess, the president of the union. He makes about $320K, so he's obviously a pretty privileged guy, right? Now, so here was what happened back in the 2016 primary. So anytime it was a decision by either the board or just straight up by the leader of that group, it always ended up being for Hillary Clinton, but anytime it was actually voted on by its own members, it would end up being a vote for Bernie Sanders. So I believe the HRC, which was the Human Rights Campaign, they endorsed Hillary Clinton, even though she was terrible on human rights, and that was because just the leader the head of their campaign and their group had decided to endorse Hillary Clinton. This is a very similar one. Here's some weird parts about this, though, guys. This is what it says here. So many of you may not like us being involved in politics or just won't like our decision. So listen, so this is already telling us that there's already a lot of dissent going on here. There's something going on here in which, there are a lot of people who are dissenting. And it goes on to say, but we need to have a role in determining who gets the Democratic nomination for president to ensure that your voice is heard and remains a core part of the election and discourse, while also working to keep the Democratic Party from going further and further to the extreme left, not supporting our issues at all. So I don't know what that means. Keep the Democratic Party from going further and further to the extreme left, not supporting our issues at all. So obviously the left supports the issues of firefighters. All unions should be big lovers of Bernie Sanders because Bernie Sanders loves nothing more than unions. You know what I mean? That's his game. So this is a very weird thing. It tells me that this Shateberger guy and the rest of the board, because notice it says it here. It says, based on his unequaled record on our union's basket of issues and our long-standing core value of having our friends' backs. That's a weird comment, dude. Your friends' back? The IAFF Executive Board, your elected representatives who make decisions on your behalf, has voted unanimously to endorse Joe Biden as run for president of the United States in the Democratic primary. So, again, look, it says your elected representatives who make decisions on your behalf. The IAFF Executive Board. So this is not the people in the union voting for it. They didn't give a survey out and be like, yo, who do you want to endorse? Because if they do that, it's going to be Bernie Sanders. So they have the board. I don't even know if it's really elected and how much it's elected, but obviously we know the board is going to be corrupted, basically, because they're the one making the big bucks. This guy makes $322K. Do you think normal firefighters are making unionized firefighters are making $330,000 a year? Fuck no. There's a reason why this cunt bag supports Joe Biden and why he's endorsed him. And so your board, I don't even know how many people are on your dumbass board, but here's what's really weird too. It says, in addition, we did our due diligence and committed Zogby Strategies, a renowned national polling company, to conduct a poll targeting a sample of our 160K members who are likely to vote in their state's Democratic presidential primary. With a margin of error of 2.6%, the results show that Biden has a strong lead over all contenders in the Democratic primary. So, again, like, this is not, like, I don't understand what to conduct a poll targeting a sample of our 160K members who are likely to vote in their state's Democratic presidential primary. Like, you have to ask directly to the union members, who do you want to endorse? Why are you doing this weird tap dancing around stuff like this, where you're doing a poll targeting a sample of 160K of your members of who they're going to vote for in the primary? Like, ask them a question, who do you want us to endorse as a union? That's what you do. And all these stupid garbage moves that they're doing. And by the way, this group, apparently, the IAFF, did not endorse Hillary, and they were waiting to endorse Biden. So something about this Shateburger cunt is a very big fan of Joe Biden. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this guy, but a lot of shady stuff going down.